Qatar Airways resumed flights to South Africa on Sunday, the 3rd of October. The aviation industry has been reeling from international border closures on account of the global pandemic. Qatar says it's going to be doing 19 weekly flights to and from South Africa. To tell us more about how operations have gone so far and the outlook in terms of air traffic, I'm joined via Zoom by Hendrik Du Preez. He's the Vice President for Africa at Qatar Airways. Thank you so much for joining us, Hendrik. So you resumed flights to South Africa last Sunday. How have operations been going so far, and how full or otherwise are you seeing your scheduled flights?
Yeah, thank you for having me this afternoon. It's been going really well. We've really been committed to the African markets, and that was the main reason for us wanting to start back to South Africa as well. Like you said, we've got the 19 weekly flights, which is double daily into Johannesburg, 5 times a week to Cape Town, and then we were the first international airline to touch down back in Durban. And at this stage, it looks promising. There's still a lot of people, obviously, abroad that's returning home, and there's also excitement for people that's really want to start traveling again.
Yeah. So there was a little bit of confusion around the health and safety protocols that pertain to crew staff. What's been resolved since then? What procedures do they have to go through now?
It's quite dynamic always, so we have to follow with regards to what the government regulations are. At this stage, we have not been impacted at all, but like I said, it's really dynamic globally. It changes consistently, so our teams follow that, and work with governments where necessary.
Of course, you do say it's a dynamic and fluid situation right now. When it comes to the government's rules around high-risk countries that currently can't come into the country, to what extent has that affected your operations?
Again, like I said, we constantly adapt as it changes, so we always look for new opportunities, and, we never stopped flying during the pandemic, and I think that's given us one of the biggest advantages. We've got a lot of institutional knowledge as to how to manage this. And key for us has always been to be reliable and to be consistent, and not cancel at the last minute, regardless of how that might change, so to build up that consistency and that reliability and the comfort for our passengers.
Yeah, look, the positive attitude is positive, if I may say so, but while the skies are open, obviously there's still a lot of fear, and some parts of the world are experiencing second waves of the virus. So what's your prediction around how long it will take for things to normalize, if I can put it that way?
I think that the buzzword's always been the new normal, and we don't know what the new normal is. For us, like I said again, we've managed to build up a lot of institutional knowledge over this period because we never stopped flying, So I think at this stage, what we look at is the highest safety measures in place. We do provide all the passengers on board with face masks, face shields. Our crew all wear PPE. Our aircraft are fitted with HEPA filters that filter out 99% of all viral and bacterial that's inside there, So I think it's constantly adjusting to what is required. We can't really predict when this is going to end. Hopefully there will be a vaccine.
Indeed. So after each flight, is there a big steam clean of the aircraft? What takes place in that regard?
What we've done is, and we're the first airline to do this, we've worked with Honeywell, and we've got an ultraviolet cabin cleaning technology that they've installed. So that's very unique to Qatar, and we're the first one to install that. And what this does, it scans throughout the cabin, and it inactivates all viruses and bacteria that's inside.
All right, Hendrik, thank you very much, and all the very best in this very precarious world that we're living in currently. That was Hendrik Du Preez. He's the Vice President for Africa at Qatar Airways.